there, YouTube? I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique, where I take a look at a different Kickstarter project every weekday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and giving my honest thoughts on how that tabletop project is being ran. And today, I'm very excited to be checking out the 8th most popular project on all of tabletop games right now, which is Maximum Apocalypse Wasted Wilds, the highly anticipated standalone expansion to our acclaimed 1 to 6 player ... Now, I've actually reviewed a couple games from this company, Rock Manor Games, and I still have no clue what Maximum Apocalypse is, so don't feel bad if you don't know either. So, Day 3 of 25, funded in under 90 minutes. No one cares. I'd like to see some more information here. But granted, you do tell me it's 1 to 6 players right here. What's the time length? How much is it going to cost? Good stuff like that. So $174,000 raised, which does get me excited, because that tells me that that's people that enjoyed the original game so much that now they're here on day, in the first 3 days, and they've already contributed $174,000. That's awesome. So, as always when I go into this video, I'm thinking of 3 things. Hey, what's up, Dustin? Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Because those are the 3 things that really they're trying to convince you of in every single Kickstarter. It really boils down to those 3 things right there, so hopefully they can do it. Let's go.
Our group has survived many close calls since the world ended. Some of us watched loved ones transform into mindless zombies before our eyes, while others survived the atrocities of alien dissection. To survive, we all had to get blood on our hands. We all carry that burden, but wouldn't be standing here if we couldn't make the hard decision. Our civilization is gone, but we can make something out of these wasted wilds if we band together and face the darkness of what's left of our humanity.
Okay, Maximum Apocalypse.
Welcome
There's a gun bullet.
Maximum Apocalypse Wasted Wilds, a cooperative roguelike adventure game for 1 to 4 players. Wasted Wilds features a brand new cast of survivors.
Okay. I want to mention something right here. I have never, in my life, heard the word roguelike until the last 3 months. At which point, I have seen 4 or 5 Kickstarters use that word. And it's just an observation. I just find it fascinating that it's just moved into our verbiage. Seemingly, overnight.
Roguelike adventure
but yes, this
game
looks really
for
good.
1 to 4 players. Wasted Wilds features
Got
a brand
minis.
new cast of
Okay.
survivors, new environmental threats,
Ooh,
and 2 distinct...
Ooh, go back to that. That was a great little illustration
New
there. That's hot. That's hot. That makes me excited about seeing these components. And I will say that in their other games, what is it, the Few and the Cursed, I believe it was, the components that was far from the issue. And normally the artwork is one of their calling cards as well. But this looks really good.
Environmental threats, and 2 distinct campaigns to enjoy. Pick your survivors and set out into the wilds. Roll dice to spawn monsters. Advance time and stay indoors to avoid exposure to the harsh elements. Draw cards from your deck. Play instant actions and equip essential gear to survive. Explore the map and scavenge for resources. Negotiate with tribes of survivors for their help while attacking your enemies.
Wow.
Increase hunger and suffer damage. Can you survive the wasted wilds? Do you deserve to?
That was cool. That was cool. That's real nice. Oh my gosh. I love that. That was great. That was a great video. I could see how this part could be hit or miss for some people, but overall it really got me into the theme of the game, and, we're surviving, and then they didn't get too deep into the rules there. I say a lot of the time, some companies get way too deep into the rules, but they gave us a feel for all the different things and how they work in the game and how they're actually going to work on the board. Loved it. Great video overall. Yeah, amazing. A survival card game. Looks very... And you know what? That video right there, boom. That's part of the reason why that's already over $174,000. Not to mention... so the do I want it question, check mark. I feel like they did a great enough job in their video. Awesome. Can you do it? And we see 13 created. We say 188 backed. We see 1 person on the customer service there. But let's see. Take a look, see what we got. All right, so... Their last game was Set a Watch, Swords of the Coin. Then the Maximum Apocalypse RPG, Lawyer Up. Oh, wow. So they've had quite... So, yeah, a lot of the games. I was going to say, this is the one that I know shipped last year, which means have these ones not shipped? Because I think it's always important to take a look and see how many pending, outstanding games they have before you make that buying decision. Because, you know, I'm not trying to insinuate it's going to happen here, but it has happened with companies where they've been paying for one Kickstarter with their next Kickstarter, and if one domino doesn't fall the right way, it's bad news. I actually like when they go into details on the rules, but I understand that it might be a negative go too deeply into the minutia of the rules. Okay, so yeah, different shopping habits for everybody else. I prefer to see it down in the videos. I want to be wowed. But I also have been told in the comments that apparently I'm very American in that aspect, and in other parts of the world, they're much more interested in the rules and less on the flash, which I think is a really interesting observation. So I appreciate it. Anytime you got a comment like that, let me know. So updates. Fulfillment has started. Great. So this game, April 26th, awesome. So we're looking at probably Lawyer Up is probably not going to be out then. So it looks like maybe 3 games pending. 3 games they have out. Isn't that a Ponzi scheme if they're funding? No. I'm not saying that's what they're doing now. I'm saying that's what some companies have done. And yeah, that could be seen as a Ponzi scheme. May update fulfillment. We are making progress on definitely more painful expenses than ever. I've done my best to categorize each region below. So this one, yes. So it started. So it looks like we have 1, 2. This will be their 3rd project outstanding. That's not too bad. But it is something that you probably might want to know. But anywho, story. Wasted Wild funded on day 1 in about an hour. No one cares. No one cares. That's such an odd thing to have first. Like, I get it. Now comes the fun part, and we get to start working on stretch goals and getting involved with the community. Why do I have to click on this? We've already unlocked 10 stretch goals, including a new plant apocalypse and an additional survivor character in the Beekeeper. We are currently working towards unlocking a new survivor. That's great information to tell me. But you know how I'd prefer to see it? In cool, delicious-looking, like this. I don't like when I see walls of text and things that I have to click on. What is this? Oh, wait. Community stretch goals feedback free. Wow, this is great. 422 voters. This is spectacular. This is awesome. Okay. I take it back on having to click on it. I get why they have it up front and center. But still, because if you can get on the hotness, if they can get this game on the hotness on Board Game Geek, that's going to draw a huge subsector of the hobby, potentially, to at least put some eyeballs on this. And, you know, when they see those eyeballs, they say, oh, wow, this is the first expansion. It's a big box standalone thing. Plant Apocalypse, Plants vs. Zombies, Crazy Dave's Kickstarter exclusive. So this is the pandemic. So now so this is kind of odd how they do it here. We're just to the stretch goals. We're just straight to the stretch goals, and I have no problem with the stretch goals being at the top. I say that all the time, but I find it kind of odd that instead of just having me scroll down through all the goodies that we already have unlocked, which is what I love. I think we all love when we scroll down, we're like, ooh, we have this and this and this and this. They just decided to tell you we've unlocked 10 stretch goals. I'd like to see them right here. I feel like that's a little bit of a misstep, just going straight to this. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you enjoy scrolling through those stretch goals and saying, oh, I get this now, and this, and this, and this? Or would you rather just have them get straight down to business and say, this is our next goal. This is what we're focused on? It's a really interesting question. Okay. Pandemic exposure. This one may hit a bit too close to home, but this adds a new exposure deck centered around a pandemic and making those exposed contagious to other players. You'll have to practice social distancing to survive. LOL. I love this. So this is a whole new deck. This is a banger of a stretch goal. What's the player amount for the game again? It's 1 to 6 players. And once again, I know that because they put it front and center, so that's good on you. That's good on you. I love when they do that. Our group has survived. So we're just talking about the stretch goal. We're not talking about any future stretch goals. Okay. Our group has survived quite a few close calls. Since so now we're getting to the theme. Oh, 1 to 4. I thought it said 1 to 6. Why does this say 1 to 4 and now say 1 to 6? I am confused. Okay, 20 to 30 minutes per player, ages 13 plus. Maximum of place Apocalypse Voice was the much anticipated continuation of the hit cooperative roguelike game series. It features the same compelling survival adventure, new to the wasteland. Okay, why back now? So they're telling a little bit about the game. Good, I guess. I'd still like to see the price. Like, I like the video enough. And if it's just like, if there's a good price right there, I'm done. It's over. Bing, bang, boom, bomb. I'm just excited about stretch goals, and I'm giving you your $60 or whatever it is. Why back now? Kickstarter exclusive. Our Kickstarter exclusive content will not enter regular distribution. Check our FAQ for more. Early delivery. Kickstarter backers will get the game at least 1 month in advance to retailers. Cool. Be involved and stretch goals. This is great. This is a great calling card for them. I want to see more companies do this. Especially, this is how you build brand loyalty right there, is by having these cool things where people feel like they are more engaged into a Kickstarter. Excellent. Discounted pricing. Save $25 off of MSRP pricing. Able to play solo, I'm happy. Good catch on the inconsistency with player count. Yeah, it seems odd, which makes me wonder if maybe that's a stretch goal that we unlocked now that makes it 5 and 6 players, which once again, yeah. What's in the box? Okay, so here's the shot I want to see. I'd love to see a price, too. And I'd actually love to see the box, too. You know what would be great? The box. Don't just show me what's in the box. Show me the box. So I have an idea of what shipping should be in my head, or how large this game is going to be, or if it'll fit on my shelf. Little things like that are important. I'm not that much into board games. Got into Kickstarter recently, so that's about to change. Well, cool. Hopefully this will be the one that tickles your fancy. The chef. So we're going to get 1 survivor ID card, 30 chef. So this is one of the characters, and each of the characters has their own unique deck. Okay, cool. So each character is going to have their own unique deck. So we're getting some asymmetrical characters. That gets me excited. The contractor, the thief. So we're having 1, 2, 3, 4 different characters, which makes me think that there's a 5 and 6 player expansion that we're going to see as an add-on. The chef, I want to see that as a promo card. Let's get that. You know what? Trey Parker is a huge board gamer, so you never know. It could be possible. 84 monster cards. The clock board. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That looks hot. So we're getting 12 Dinder's Tribe cards. Cool. We're getting wooden objective markers, and I like how they're showcasing the wooden tokens. 2 spawn dice, 56 scavenger cards, 4 map tiles, which are squares. Cool. 3 storage trays. Very, very nice. Maybe zoom in a little bit on that. And game trays. Wow, make that bigger. Make that bigger. I almost slid right past the fact these are game trays. That's a very appealing feature. Learn to play rule booklet. What? Isn't every rule book a learn to play rule book? What does that mean? Are there not learn to play rule booklets? Okay, and then the campaign mission log, which gets me excited. You know, it makes it feel like there's going to be some story, some theme, something to bite into here and really enjoy the adventures. Stretch goals. Community stretch goal thread. Vote here. Now that we're funded, we will be posting polls, stretch goal ideas, and more in the forum marked on BGG. This is what I'm talking about. Why up top do we just have an ugly little link, and down here we have this big, beautiful vault that I want to click on and go to Board Game Geek? I feel like that, once again, I don't like that first paragraph's kind of odd. Like, have that up there. We always like to offer more to our Kickstarter backers. We're going to try something new for this campaign. We will be giving everyone the opportunity to vote and influence the path we take on the crowdfunding adventure together. I love this. I love this. Over the course of the campaign, the community will not only direct which stretch goals come next, but also unlock and design some of the content together. Woo! Be sure to check the campaign daily. And now we're getting into those stretch goals that I missed, which once again, I would like to be on the top. I want to go through this journey and see all the extra stuff. All right, mini expansion, solo allies. This mini expansion will add ally cards for the new survivors for improved solo play. So they're not saying that this is going to implement the solo into the game. They're saying it's going to improve the solo in the game. And those are two very, very different things. So I like the fact that they highlighted, no, this isn't a solo expansion that you're unlocking. It's just making it better. Be new to visit our community stretch goal thread and vote over there for the new abilities. So then we got wooden hostility tokens. Upgraded laser engraved wooden hostility tokens done in a similar style to the monster tokens. Awesome. Miniature bases. Those things. I tell you what, those miniature bases, those need to be standard in every single minis game. They make it so useful to distinguish your minis. And I got a beef. Right now because I'm playing a game right now. I'm playing Time of Legends Destinies, which, it's just called Destinies from Lucky Duck Games, which, by the way, is one of the best family games out there. It might be my game of the year. It's delightful. Me and my 8-year-old are just having an amazing time with it. But it's just, I don't know which minis are which. And there's going to be like 6, 7, 8. And I'm like, which one of these? Is this the one? Is this the one? And it just drives me nuts. So miniature bases, love them. Promo card, female chef, an alternate character card and standee for the female chef drawn by comic book art. Cool. I guess. Male thief, and this is just an alternate character card. But I guess this is what people voted for. I would much rather have gameplay stuff as opposed to, look, now I can be a different character, but it's still the same character. Let me know. My wife has unlimited hostility tokens. New Apocalypse, Plant Apocalypse. Oh, this is what people are talking about. A new Apocalypse featuring plant monsters, introducing a new evolve mechanic where plant monsters have... See, so this isn't just a new mode. This is a new mechanism into the game. And this really does get me excited about this, because this is kind of giving me an Aeon's End vibe in the aspect that every single different Apocalypse is going to feel like a completely different style of game. Because Aeon's End is one of my favorite deck builders of all time. And the way they're having these different Apocalypse gives me that feel. And I haven't played the original game. If any of you have, please let me know. Is that kind of how it works? Promo card, female contractor, and alternate character card. Once again, but they are micro stretch goals, which is why they can't make them bangers every every single time, so I understand that. And once again, we're seeing one of the downsides of these, what I like to call micro stretch goals, where you're going to be having to check the Kickstarter daily because you're probably going to unlock things daily. But when you do that, you can't be unlocking a new apocalypse every 10,000. It's just not feasible. Campaign expansion with plants. We will weave the plant apocalypse monsters into one of the 2 campaigns with additional missions and narratives. Whoa, that sounds awesome. Alternate character card. Oh, here we go. New survivor. So this is a big deal because this comes with the 30 cards. And looky there. I love the fact that they are spotlighting that it comes with the 30 cards because I know I have seen so many Kickstarters that when they do their stretch goals, they don't spotlight the important things, which this is going to add a great deal of variability to this game. This has the Beekeeper Survivor card, a unique deck of 30 cards, a health dial, her standee, and mini. Woo! That's a banger. Pandemic exposure. And then now we have the stretch goal that is not unlocked, which they've done in black and white. Okay. Nifty system there. Once again, I wish that this was all the way at the top instead of just that, but I'm curious to see what other people think. Okay, yeah, this totally could be a video game, and they actually made this into, I believe they made this world into a role-playing game as well, I'm pretty sure. So Wasted Wilds features a brand new set of survivors with all new skills and mechanics, along with new apocalypses, enemies, and 2 distinct campaigns. Here's a quick rundown of what's new in Wasted Wilds. Awesome. So now it's telling me exactly what's going on. View the rules PDF. Good. I love the fact that that is front and center there. Time is against you. That's the cool mechanism. Streamline setup. You know what, though? This is all great. This has all been great. But I just want the price. I just want the price. Remember, I was sold at the video. Like, I was sold at the video, 10 minutes ago. And I still don't know the price. I still don't know the shipping. And now we're getting to add-ons, and I still don't know the pledges. And I feel like that is just such a misstep. I don't get why companies do that. All right, Time Traveler expansion. The Time Traveler expansion is my set of watch, inspired by the love of... So cool. So the Time Traveler expansion, cool. Which one of these is going to make it 5 or 6 players? That's my question. That's what I want to know. Is this it? I don't see those words there. If this is in fact the case, make those words clear, please. The Art of the Apocalypse. So this is a art book. Cool. The Few and Cursed expansion. The first... Oh, yes. Hey, that's for the Few and the Cursed. Cool. Time Travelers, more plans for... The Redhead first appears as a promotional gunslinger in the very first maximum. Now she's finally getting the Few and Cursed expansion. Oh, so this is not an expansion to Few and Cursed, the game that I was talking about earlier. This is an expansion to this game, but brings in the Few and the Cursed world, which is actually based on a comic book, which is kind of cool when you think about it. I really do like that, actually. Okay. Few and Cursed expansion, Allies of the Rapture. So, cool. Oh, player mats. Here we go. Here we go. That's nice. All right. In the press. Once again, I still don't know the price. Just hit me with a price already. In the press. What is this? Gameplay? Cool. Full gameplay. Excellent. Shut up and sit down. What is this? Interview? Cool. Guess. Don't care. Good Time Society. I know why they put it there, because it's shut up and sit down. But if it's just an interview, because it looks... Wait, oh no, they're talking about it. They're talking about the game. Oh, no, never mind. This is worth its weight in gold then. I take that all back. Good Time Society. Gameplay May 22nd. Cool. So they got some future events. Whoa! Z Garcia popping up in here. This is what I like to see. You get yourself a big face with hopefully a good quote. But once again, I'd almost like this earlier, and I just want a price. You can change the character you play, the setup of the map, the different scenarios, the monsters you go up against. There's a ton to explore here. If you get into this game, you are not going to be bored of it for a long time. A+ quote. Just... It tells me that this has insane amount of variability, and if I like the game, I'm just going to go buck wild. Now, here's the other thing. I wish there was a how-to-play video here. I think that would be a big thing to have here that would be super duper 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 reassuring to some people. Let me absolutely... Because especially me, myself, I remember The Few and the Cursed. That was a beast of a rulebook to learn. So I love seeing how-to-play videos. Let me be absolutely clear. You have not played a game like this before. Gaming groups that may be reluctant to break out completed campaign settings in their game will find the randomized roguelike map and lack of an overlord refreshing. Okay, good quote. But I just want to get to the price. I honestly just want to know the price now. So I'm going to skip over some quotes, which I normally do. Hey, if there's Lance, cool. Retailers, we love to work with retailers from around the world. Cool. 50% off MSRP. You're telling me the shipping. Oh my gosh, this is like the 3rd time in the last week I've seen this. Put your price in your story. It's called your story of your game. Tell me everything, including your price. You're hitting me with shipping and I still don't know the price. It drives me mad. Ugh. Okay. When our pledge manager is sent out via email, you'll be asked to fill in the address. You must fill out the pledge manager and pay for shipping to receive your reward. We know that high shipping costs are the worst, so we're offering a 5% shipping discount to all our Kickstarter backers. Wait, there was another company that did this as well. That did just a $5 Kickstarter. This is weird. are they going to tell me that the $5 shipping discount is already included in the shipping? Because that's what the other one did. And it was just like, okay, cool, I guess. Shipping and taxes will be charged after the Kickstarter. Click the button below to view our estimated shipping cost for this project. Why in the hell are you making me click this? Why? Why do I have to make this extra click? Everybody else just puts it in a little picture. Why are you making me click? I don't want to go here. I don't want to go docs.google.com. This is great. You know where all this information, like this is, wow. Wow. I have loved a lot of this Kickstarter so far. I don't like this. Because here's the thing. Every game company has this Google Doc when they're doing theirs, or at least they should. But most of them put it into a pretty picture that works thematically, and it just looks prettier, and then I don't have to click on it. So, your estimated shipping cost is around $12. Alaska, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, forget you, $24. Mexico, $32. Canada, $22. These seem a bit high. Rest of the world, $50. Wow! Oh, wait, okay. So, I thought all of this was missing. That's why I said wow. So, United Kingdom, $16. That's not bad. EU zone, $16, $18, $20. So, once again, I'm saying that's not bad, but let's go back to the other thing that I still don't know, what is the size of this box? We haven't even been shown the box. Not once. Not even a rough draft of what the box might potentially look like. Because we went straight to what's in the box. So I feel like that is a huge misstep right here, because immediately I'm like, I don't know if the shipping's good, because you haven't shown me the box. I also don't know if the price is good, because you haven't shown me the price. Yeah, they condense the information, but everybody else does that too. Like, it's great that they have that, but it's like industry standard. I mean, okay. We have note in compliance, newsletter, Facebook. You're not going to tell me the price, are you? You're not going to tell me. You're not going to tell me. Okay. No price for me. I guess I have to go over here. You are making me go over here. $5 Pledge Manager access. Cool. To get all the bad on. Oh, wow. That's a good chunk of them. Wasted Wilds, $60 or more. Oh, includes a copy of the Wasted Apocalypse, Wasted Wilds, including. So this is if you want the standalone expansion with all this unlocked stretch goals, $60. Shipping will be added after the campaign in this pledge. So that means that the number you gave me minus $5 is what I should expect to get, right? So it's not actually $12; it's $7, or is it $12? I think it's $7. I don't know. I still don't know the size of the box. I don't know if $60 is a good price for the game. I hate everything. I want to see the box. All the new gameplay goodness, $96. Wow. So that's the big one. $11.11. So that is a really big testament to me in saying that, that's a lot of people who are big fans of the original and want that over 1,000. That's great. That's great. So the complete gameplay bundle. So this is for people who just want to go buck wild in the whole world. And hopefully this comes with all the playmats and all the add-ons. I don't think it does. It doesn't come with playmats. Do they have one down here that's the whale? No, I feel like that's a misstep. I feel like that is a big misstep right there. Because you had 219 people opening up their wallets. Why not throw on some playmats here? The reviews is really informational. Keep it up. Well, thank you. So I feel like not having a whale is always a missed opportunity, because it looks like this is the way. Wait, do I get the Allies of the Rapture? Let's see. Do I get the Allies of the Rapture? I don't. So I don't get this particular one. So it's not even a whale. Like, I don't get the playmat. I don't get the Allies of the Rapture. Do I get the few? I do get the few in the Cursed expansion. Why do I get that one and not the Maximum Apocalypse Legend? Yeah, why? So I just feel like it's a misstep not to have a whale. Why don't I get the Time Traveler? Oh, you do get the Time Traveler. So why do I get the Time Traveler expansion, but then I don't know. I just think a whale is always a good thing to have, because you got a bunch of people who are just like, I'm willing to spunk down pretty much whatever chunk of change you say. At $199, is that a lot? I don't know. Because, once again, I don't have a feel for the size of the game. It drives me nuts. So I have to give this a rating. I have the 0, the 1, the 2, but let's keep looking at the FAQ. Hey, that rhymed. Will everything fit in the legendary box? There's a legendary box? Wait. Did I miss a legendary box? No. How could I possibly have missed a legendary box? Because if there's a legendary box, that should not be the kind of thing that I go through your Kickstarter for 25 minutes and only find out about in the FAQs. That tells me you're not doing a good job of highlighting your legendary box. And if it's not, like, what? If it's, my brain is hurting right now. Okay, so I don't know. Yes, more info here with renders. Okay. It's on Board Game Geek. Why is it on Board Game Geek? I understand you're trying to pull people to Board Game Geek, because that's a great thing. That's how you get on the hotness. Excellent job. But the fact that I can't find this on the Kickstarter page, oh, it's in an update. Well, you know what? The new people aren't going through the updates. New people, like, I pick through the entire Kickstarter with a fine-tooth comb, but I don't think most people go through the updates. Let me know in the comments below. Before you back a project, do you look at the updates most of the time? I don't think most people do. I don't think most people do. That is such an odd choice. And I think it's a poor choice. Are we going to see a sexy box here? No. Whoa! What is this? Why is this hidden in update number 3? No! No! This is such a beautiful picture that if you have taken the time to render and you put it here, you are hiding it. There's the box. And once again, now I say $12 shipping for this big old box. That's reasonable shipping. You know, and I say, I don't like that choice. I do not like that, Sam I am. Will there be other languages and versions of this game? Is the Kickstarter's English only? I imagine it's a lot of text. Is it really exclusive? Where can I get involved on voting on stretch goals? Can you add a P and Pay only pledge level? We will not be. But you can buy / pre-order the final. So itch.io. That's an interesting choice. I wonder why they don't just do it as an add-on. Maybe they just don't want to clog it up. Will there be a pledge manager? How many pages will the art book be? Okay, so here's my rating on this one. This is a hard one to review. So I have the rating scale is 0, a 1, or 2. A 0 means this Kickstarter is complete and utter garbage. You know, come along for the ride and maybe laugh at how it's not a good Kickstarter, but don't waste your money on it unless you just want to take that ride. 1 is, you know, back it for $1, snatch up an early bird, watch a couple videos on it, come back in the last 48 hours, look at the stretch goals, and really make the decision. Is this a game that I'm going to play with my game group? And 2 is just, oh my gosh, this company has an amazing pedigree. You don't want to fear the missing out. It's going to happen. You know, guaranteed. Lock, stock, and 2 toasting barrels. Just back the whale. It's going to be amazing, most likely. I can't give this a 2. I don't feel comfortable enough with the 2 because of my track record with their games. I played their last Roll and Write, which is a really very, very good to potentially great game. I enjoyed it. It's one of my favorite Roll and Writes ever, which I really wish I remember the name of. It's like Destinies of Magic or something. Just look up their stuff. It's a really solid Roll and Write that has a really cool mechanism where cards travel all around the board. And then they do The Few and the Curse. That's the only other game I've played of theirs, and that was... It was so close to being great, but it was not because it just got bogged down. It was a sloggy, chunky slop. It just took too long. But it had a lot of really cool ideas. So it has the potential to be like outstanding, but I can't give it a 2. I'm going to give this a 1 right now. Also, the way that it's ran, just so many interesting choices here. So let's check out the updates. 46 and 4, 40 and 9, 30 and 15. So they're not terrible updates. I've seen a lot worse updates, I will say that. But May 19th, so this one is from yesterday. And this is update 3. This is the banger with the box. And look, day 1 recap. I don't give a damn about day 1 recap. Nobody cares about your day 1 recap. You do, because it's your game and it's your company, it's your life. But I have kids. I have a job. I want to know about the Lakers. Is Anthony Davis going to step up? You know, I have to worry about going to the library later and doing this and doing that. I don't care about the day 1 recap. How many people are actually clicking this and reading the day 1 recap? I don't think most people are, which means they're not finding out about the, what's the word? Oh wait, no, this isn't the legendary box one. I thought this was the legendary box one. I take that back. Here are the stretch goals you voted on. Legendary answers for longtime players. None of these just scream legendary box. Like, if there's a... how do I get the legendary box? Was it listed over here, at least? In the pledge? Once again, this is why you list your pledge levels in your story, so I can say, oh, there's a legendary box, and the 199, count me in. I'm so in. Instead, I'm piecemealing this all together. And it's just, why do that with the confusion? And this is Kickstarter number, what is it, 13? Like, what? I would be very interested to know the choices that you made and why you made them. They just seem like very obvious missteps not to make. But then again, this has $174,000, so what the hell do I know? I see it, and I call it out, and that's what this show is. Just a heads up, the male driver stretch goal refers to the character as a her. Okay. Whatevs. For the playmats, but that's great. You know, that's someone tickling your Kickstarter algorithms. For the playmats, so we just increase our pledge amount, or just wait for the pledge manager to open them. Both can work, but only the first steps in the remaining stretch goals. Oh lord, that new stretch goal, too soon. It will be more than a year before any of us will hold it in our hands. Funny story, we had the idea for the pandemic day way before COVID hit. A selection of playmats with different exposure settings would be neat. The travelers combined. So this is a lot of people talking and excited about this game. They have a community here. So I would love to see them stoking this fire a little bit better. Because right now, 4 comments means that this did not end with a question. I would be willing to bet you any amount of money that this did not end with a question. Thank you for support. Tell your friends. So it's just like, hey, go tell your friends. Go vote on this poll. Why don't you ask me something? Now, I know you're asking me a whole bunch in Board Game Geek, and that's great, and I love that. And I would say that's probably attributed to a lot of the success they're having here. But you're 8th right now in Kickstarter popularity. And as you continue, as more games come, as more Tuesdays come, you're going to continue to go down. It's going to be harder to get up on that popularity chart if you're not getting these people who clearly want to be engaged with this project and having them also engaged not only in Board Game Geek, but on here. So I hope that they choose to do that, because 4 comments, if you ask any question here, you're going to get way more than 4 comments, and that's, that's how you get up higher on that popularity track. All right, and also, if you're thinking of starting a Kickstarter, read these 3 links down below. They're all about how you tickle the Kickstarter algorithms so that you can stay high and stay relevant on those charts. Because, do you scroll through 30 games to find that 31st game? I don't think most people do. All right, so overall, I will give it a 1. Very nice looking Kickstarter. There's Maximum Apocalypse, Wasted Wilds. Looks like a really stinking cool game, but I really, just some of the choices made, I would love to hear the internal thinking behind it, because, everybody shops different, and I'm sure they have a lot of information to go off of. But let me know what you think in the comments down below, as always. And if you enjoy this weird sort of wild segment, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below, as I'm trying to reach 9,000 subscribers, celebrate my 9-year anniversary of making YouTube content. Also, I don't bring it up too much, but if you would love, I forgot what I was going to say. As always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye.